You are watching coverage of the Fnatic Play Open Tournament cast by myself, Total Biscuit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SHOUTcraft right here with Razor Inso in the yellow trunks playing Protoss as part of the Fnatic MSI $3,000 Play Open Tournament. We are now into the round of 8, so we are in best of 3s, folks. This is the SHOUTcraft Plateau, and over here we have White Raw, not Duckload Raw. God damn it, can't be having any of that nonsense. Yes, Duckload. We don't call him Duckload as much as we do not call Hydra EG. No. Might make him mad. Actually, what doesn't make Hydra mad these days? Well. We saw a PvP game that ended in a very decisive fashion, TLO against White Raw. As much as I am unhappy to say it, TLO got crushed. He really, really did. You know, he held out longer than I think anyone else would have in that situation, but White Raw was just merciless. Brutal. And he went straight in there. Bear in mind, of course, that a best-of-1 format all the way up to the RO8 is brutal as it is. But, you know, some tournaments do that. Some tournaments don't want it to drag on. That's just the way that it goes. You know, it's kind of a shame, I think, that the tournament was organized today because, of course, Super Bowl, and we had the G4, the Go4 SC2, and the Zotac Cup. So, you know, of the limited viewers we did have that were sort of gearing up for the Super Bowl, we then have to split it between 3 tournaments. Thankfully, as you can tell, little red number in the bottom right there says, hey, it's my fraps. Okay, yes, all of this is getting frapsed, and it seems that my computer problems have alleviated themselves. I keep saying computer problems. It's not really computer problems. It's Blizzard game problems. I'd love to tell you what's going on here, but you know what's going on here. It's a PvP. He builds a pylon and sends over builds a gate. Well, yeah, we know. No more German impressions, thank you very much. No Forge Fast expansion nonsense, so the opening of the first 3 minutes of the game is pretty much going to be identical on all fronts. There's not a lot you can really do with a Protoss tech tree to make it different. Indeed. Righto. Well, I have never cast Inso before. I heard someone here who's actually a Warcraft 3 player, but I can't be convinced of that. Razor as well, That would be his team. Does Razor have a StarCraft 2 team? I think they do, so there you go. And he's got all the way to this point, but bear in mind, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean he's coming against uber amazing players. Maybe he got a really, really good, really easy bracket, but we'll find out, folks. I mean, he is up against arguably one of the best Protoss, if not the best Protoss in the world. Ra with a nice gas steal, you notice right there. Very, very cool indeed, limiting the options of his opponent. Inso goes with the Stalker. He's already got the Zealot out there, so again, I'm not expecting to see too much early aggression right here. It just depends what White Ra decides to do. Inso's actually dumped down 2 more gateways to try and apply pressure. Okay, right, there you go, folks. Inso, he's got a 4-gate White Ra. I have to wonder if that's actually going to work, because as far as I'm concerned, White Ra is sort of the master of that early game pressure. He's got so many different tools in his toolbox to deal with that, but will he be able to deal with actual early game pressure coming in? And it's a fairly limited set of options, really, because Ra grabbed that, no problem at all. Inso's just going to go all the way for it. Where's the placement? Okay, he's got a couple of options. He's already got one. He could probably get a little bit closer right there. Does White Ra have enough to repulse a 4-gateway? Well, he's got 3 on the way, but they're certainly not up yet, and they won't be up until his opponent's got his 4 gateways going. So we're looking for a big pump out of units right here. There's the pylon for Inso. White Ra's going to have to do something about that. He has indeed spotted 1 pylon. He has to assume 4 gateway right now, but the second pylon is here. So perhaps he's not expecting it to come in just as quickly. We have a look at the unit count right here. We see Inso's got 5 Stalkers and a Zealot. He's up against 2 Sentries and a single Stalker. Now, I don't care how well you micromanage. That, you know, that's kind of brutal. He's going for it nonetheless, though. There's the Sentry blocking it off right there, holding him back. Going to try and snipe away at that pylon as well. That is... Wow, that is really gutsy play by Inso. We could call him all Inso at this point in time. He's really throwing it. He cuts his probe production very significantly, hasn't expanded, and his response to that is, of course, to just keep pushing. There's the warp in at the top. Oh, that's good play. There you go. But, unfortunately, they find themselves isolated, so maybe it wasn't such good play at all. Actually, I'll say that was a goddamn sacrifice. He's not going to get anything out of that at all. Oh, wow. Like, hey, that sounds clever. Oh, wait, I have no support because Ra just dumped down another freaking force field to stop me from coming up the ramp. Another warp in right there. And what's it going to do? Not an awful lot. He takes one Stalker. He will not take two. That I can tell you for a fact. Now White Ra really pushing forward. Nothing being built right now for Inso. This is not the kind of trick that I really think is going to work against White Ra. Free pylons. Take them while you can. Take your coupon for initial 50% off a Dark Templar Shrine. That I can tell you. Right. Well, here's the problem. Yeah, Inso just threw away a bunch of money. And his economy is not in a good state. Oh, wow. Counter-attack. Inso, there's a pylon in your base. It's right there. You know, he's feeling it. He is feeling it. He hasn't seen it. Oh, he spots it. There you go. Inso finally spots it right there. Let's take some more free pylons, says White Ra. It was a bold move, no question. Inso maybe could have applied that, but he screwed it up pretty badly, if I'm totally honest with you, in terms of warping in those zealots. And then, of course, immediately they were cut off from support by the sentries, which he should have seen coming a mile away. Now White Ra with the counterattack, and he does have the momentum this time around. He's sitting on now 9 Stalkers. Zealot swapped into the base to try and distract Inso, doing a good job. Will he have the energy for another force field? He will. No blink, of course. There's the force field dumped down. Actually, a little bit impetuous there. You know, could have done that up slightly more optimally, I would think. But, you know, it does the job right now. Things, the zealots are still in the base because the pylon hasn't been killed. White Ra is actually beating his way through the forces of everything right here into the mineral line. Here's some big economic damage coming in, and now the sentries have no energy. They were trying to buy time, and this is when the hammer comes down. And you know what? Inso does not have anywhere near enough units to deal with it. A big warp in right there. I would not count his chances here, though. Pushes them back. There's the micromanagement by White Ra. Takes a zealot. He takes 2. Looks for the 3rd, loses at 1 Stalker in the process. Sentries just melt, no question about it. Inso getting pounded into dust right here. Yes, indeed, Cannibal Corpse reference. It's good. Good game, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. White Ra takes it.